Quotient rule, trig derivatives, chain rule. This thing's just about got it all. Okay. Above all, this thing is a quotient that happens to have some trig and other stuff in it. So the quotient rule is the primary thing that will determine what the derivative looks like. So here is a great big fraction. And when you're doing the quotient rule, you do bottom cosine x cubed times the derivative of the top. The derivative of tangent is secant squared. So we get secant squared 5x minus 4. That takes care of the tangent. Now we do the derivative of what's inside the tangent, 5x minus 4. Its derivative is just the number 5. Okay, so that's our first d second. Now, the quotient rule says you do minus second d first. So, I'm sorry, when I said first d second, I meant bottom d top. Then now we're doing top d bottom. I think that's the second time I've done that today. Top is tangent 5x minus 4. Derivative of the bottom. First, this is a cosine, so its derivative is negative sine x cubed. And then the chain rule says, now do the derivative of x cubed. Well, that's 3x squared. Takes care of that. And then all that is over the bottom squared, which is going to be, you could write it cosine squared x cubed if you want, or you could bracket all this and put the square outside the brackets. I'll go with this form for now. I'm trying to do each form a little bit so you get used to seeing them both. And that's our derivative. Now it's just a question of can we clean it up at all? And I think the answer is only a little bit. This 5 is a coefficient. It should be out front. Cosine x cubed secant squared 5x minus 4. I feel like bracketing this because otherwise it would be tempting to read it as the secant of 5x, full stop, and then take away 4. The minus 4 is part of the argument of the secant function, and that's really only clear if you have those brackets in there. Then we have minus what? Well, we have minus times another minus. That's actually positive. We have a coefficient of 3. We have our x squared. And then we have, both of these are first degree. I think I'll put the sign first, but don't even ask me why I'm choosing that order. And tan 5x minus 4. If you want to put the tan first, no problem. I guess sine and tangent are in alphabetical order this way. That's something. But I can't think of anything else we could do to improve this one, so that's probably a good place to stop.